is Jana, and I am so grateful to be here today with you. Have you had a great market so far?
Yes.
Yes. Good pictures, good connections. Well, that's wonderful. A little bit about myself, and you'll get to see me here on screen a little bit, but I really focus most of my time, energy, and effort in teaching, training, and coaching out of the doing. So, it's like this phase of life. You do a lot, you're in the tactical, and then hopefully you've learned some lessons and you can at least tell people what not to do from your experiences. So that's my goal today, is just to let you know a little bit about the buyers on a new home and builders. What are buyers looking for? And we'll talk also about some design trend and those type of things. So just a show of hands, how many of you are interior designers? Okay. Any home stagers out there? Okay, look at that. Wonderful. How about builders? Do we have anyone that are you're related to the builder industry? How about we say that? Okay, model homes? Anyone? All right. And then maybe spec or inventory homes that aren't selling. You guys know the drill there. Well, we feel that model homes are setting a lifestyle look, and they are to be something that is on trend. But then asking the question, could someone, who's my target buyer for this neighborhood, for this area, and could they bring their clothes and move right in and not change a thing, right? So at the end of the day, that's the question we're asking, because we don't want we want to avoid a situation where we're coming in and we're saying, okay, let's create one runway style, but it's not going to translate into homes sold, because buyers have figured out the formula. It's much more important for someone to see a finished look that they can now relate to when they walk in, other than saying, okay, let's show them the latest and greatest in style. That may not be something that they can connect with, because home selling, home buying is an emotional industry, and that needs to be on point on all of our senses, right? Sight, sound, smell. We're creating an atmosphere and an experience that buyers can walk into and just love it and see their family there. So I think that is where we start off. We need to know what colors are on trend, but it may not be the main key color that we're going with, because buyers, we just completed an awards tour for the Greater Houston Builders Show, and for 2 days straight, we had drivers, and we saw a good 40, 50 homes that we had to judge, and a lot of them were models, some of them were residents, higher end. They had price points. They broken it down into so many different categories. And the lessons learned there is really knowing who your target buyer is, and does this home represent that target buyer? And that's what we want. The builder decides to create a model home to sell more property. And you have probably heard the sayings that you can have a wonderful model home, the same floor plan down the street that's selling for $40,000 less, and everyone wants the model. Why? It's because they can connect with it. And there's no extra amenities in the model that's down the street. It has been clothed for the right occasion. So great to just pop some color, but it's one of those things where now when it comes to that target buyer, let's figure out what they want to see. So style. These are some style elements that we're seeing. Of course, we've got the tile, that is the decorative tile. We're mixing metals. We're bringing in lots of different surfaces to allow them to connect. So you can see the layer effect. And style, we know that transitional, we're moving a little bit more into contemporary, a little bit more into the modern, but people still, as a buyer, they're wanting to see something that has the soft edges, that they can, the family can come into, especially if that's your target, and they can see themselves at home. It's all about the luxury meets sophistication meets comfort, and that's going to be something that we really want to connect with. So creating these looks, we're really thinking about the layer effect. Even in our home staging business, we have 3 main packages. That it's the basic, and then we've got an extra layer of our premier package, and then we've got a layer of luxury.